Good day, good love, and good light illuminators on this beautiful day of the number 13 energy, this energy of transformation, as we all share together this infinite and timeless light codes of the languages of lights, whether they be spoken, sung, written, telepathic, however these messages come to us. It is everything from source speaking a language of light, for everything is light and everything's created from light. All information is created and stored in light and transmitted through light of one form or another. And that's how we are all connected. We're connected by light. And as we share these moments together of our own processes of becoming aware of our multidimensionality, we literally transform. We transform ourselves, and we transform the human collective consciousness, and we transform the entire collective, the entire all that is. For remember, all that is needs you to be all that you can be, and it needs all of us to finally step out and take our love for peace, our love for harmony, our love for wanting to become everything that we came here to discover and become and explore and share these processes together in how we're all going about that. And part of my process is my highest joy is my excitement in sharing my processes with all of you. And because it was in the sharing of others and their channeling, their processes, their languages that allowed me to ignite the fire and the passion within me and find my true excitement, which I'm forever discovering every day. And some days the information comes in some ways, and some days it comes in different ways. Sometimes it's in a meditation or a telepathic message. Sometimes it's in a song. Sometimes it's in while I'm looking at nature or the trees or the sky or the sun, making these videos out in nature, communing and connecting with the elements. And when we say elements, we are connecting with the elements of which we are all made. And one of the synchronicities I was feeling today was my connections with my Pleiadian DNA, if you will, my Pleiadian families, the Emissaries of the Light Collective, the Galactic Councils, the Pleiadian Council, the Sirian Councils. And the more that we each share these galactic codes, written, spoken, sung, etc., and also by sharing our joy in every possible way that we can, regardless of what is our highest joy. It's about bringing this multidimensional aspects of ourselves into the three-dimensional. And one of the ways that my galactic families speak to me is through these light codes and these written symbols, whether they're languages from other planets, whether they're symbols to activate us, whether they're symbols to help you help me facilitate your connection to your cosmic self, your multidimensionality. These symbols are created, they can be created intentionally, or sometimes they just come through. And today I was receiving some symbols, and they were really about initiating and illuminating this taking of the next step of our own understanding of our own multidimensionality and what it is that we're supposed to be doing with this new information and this new excitement. And it's about walking through that door. And I wanted to say hi to Kit Kat. We're walking through this door together, and many of us feel alone in walking through this door. And our galactic families were here today to remind us again and again, not only are we not alone, but we're so supported and so loved. And no matter how the messages come through, whether it's through oracle cards, channeling, messages, symbols, It doesn't matter how it comes through. These messages are for you. If you hear them, they're from you and your higher self, your higher mind, your galactic families, your spirit guides. Nothing is an accident, and everything is in perfect timing for you and perfect synchronicity. And one of the synchronicities that came for me today were these symbols. And as I was drawing them, I felt very strong connections. And it wasn't even so much words that I was hearing as it was feelings. And they were showing me that they're here. This is part of our moving into this solstice energy. We're coming off of this full moon energy, and we're walking through these gates together. So this Miyasoto Shimiyala is from the Galactic High Council. And I was also feeling the Pleiadian High Priestess energy. They were showing me about helping us all open these gateways, these portals, initiating and illuminating and activating this new energy within us, and allowing it to take our own physical and mental and spiritual healing to the next level. Semoria sono I poliata sono bo ero kuyashana kilanto sapilano yawa. La hishno kiawa ito somo ushono kiawa ito sopo alu komo koshaiwaya. La sikia nantiado somo yashano kuyalan kuyasato sipi la hino walio kuyasato shibiki la hiwa. La shania waria sono di ula kosanate. Soroshono biara kiyaso do I questionate ro niana uleo questiono poesate sarashe. Simo kuya. And subsequently throughout the day, I was greeted with other synchronicities with other individuals who were we all seem to be in similar frequencies today in sharing these Pleiadian aspects of ourselves and the higher councils of ourselves that we're all connected to. And I was guided to the Earth Magic deck again by Stephen Farmer, and it was as if they had me pick them quickly, and immediately I was astounded at music, harmony, that we are being asked now to sing what's in our soul, that we're being asked to find this harmonic chord within us, which is struck by following our highest joys and excitements. And that I love, of course, music. Music has been a very important part of my life. The Spirit has always spoken to me through music ever since I was a child. I've understood that there was more to music and songs and lyrics. I've always been a lyricist myself. I've been writing song lyrics all my life just for fun. Singing has always been one of my most highest joys. And so this was a very significant card for me. I also typically wear an amulet with the three musical women, the Egyptian musicians. And so this is very reminiscent of that. I don't have it on right now. So, and Harmony was the very first name that I discovered it within myself early on in my awakening process. And it actually, I even started my Facebook channel, on Facebook page under that, but under Harmony Synchronicity. So we're all being asked to access the music within us and hear the sounds of Source and the souls of Source speaking through us, speaking to us through music and through harmony and sound heals and music heals. And I'm right now being guided to, the idea of the sacred drum and the shamanic drumming and the place that it takes us into the harp, into the singing bowls, so in incorporating how we've always taken music and alchemized it with language, if you will, to come up with a story. And we're being asked now to tell our story, to find the music within us and open ourselves to open our throat chakras. Se aporia sato kia shono iwa shnate ila sono ibela ki soto sepikia Soda sewa, iliananoa liato sopa unkosenade wala hienokoleakwa plashiatakila. And I was then guided to the next card, which was fire and passion. And isn't it interesting that right now the sun is in Sagittarius, which is a fire sign? We're being asked to follow our highest passions. We've got fires burning and raging in our country here in the United States, which seems small in the grand scheme of the earth, but yet it's significant for a symbolism for the United States and this idea of the galactic center of opening up, of finding our passion, finding the fire within us to ignite, to find that harmony within us. And so immediately I was drawn to this dancing with fire and breathing fire and the throat chakra and allowing that fire, that holy fire that burns within us to release itself. And the next card was dream time, and to remind us, and my dreams, and the meaning of this one is creation, that when we're in our dream state, we're literally able to create anything that we desire. There is no limit. And this is what we're being asked to do now too in our dream time, in our dream state, is to literally go into our dream states with the intentions of connecting to our galactic families, of connecting to our higher selves, of absorbing more of this information that allows us to follow our passion and find our inner harmony and be abundant and be able to create whatever it is that we desire, create, and to listen to our dreams. And I wake up several times a night and I immediately try to remember, who was I with? Where was I? What were we doing? And it has played a significant part all of my life. I actually, part of my awakening process was actually studying dreams and dream interpretation. And then as I started studying it and reading more up on it, I started to realize that the symbols really were, we create our own reality, we create our own meaning, and each dream is different for each of us. Yet I will say that I will dream of many of us being together. I have many dreams of being with all of you. Many of you have written to me privately and emailing and saying, I had a dream about you. It's, of course, we're soul families. We're part of each other. We're part of each other's lives. And so we're going to dream about each other. We're going to meet in the dream time. We all meet with our galactic families, with our children, with our higher aspects of ourselves. So whatever you're being guided to, when you say, am I Pleiadian? Am I Sirian? Am I Lyran? Am I Arcturian? Am I Yael? Am I Shikani? The answer is always going to be yes, because the answer is always in the question. So if you're asking the question, the answer is already there for you. So they're asking us now, what we remember and what we're doing and what we retain and what we're intending during our dream time is extremely, extremely crucial to our awareness and our ascension process and our monitor and their monitor of us about how much we're willing to accept. Because the more of the dream state information we can learn to accept, the more we assimilate it into a leaf just fluttered and fell right in front of my eye, right onto the chair. It was beautiful. It was like a beautiful message from Source about, your ability to then recall snippets of this dream time information. I've been recalling snippets of dreams that I had 10, 20, 30 years ago that are, because everything's now. It's bleeding into the now because the veil is thinning, because we're opening up to that harmony. We're opening up to that passion within ourselves. And we're opening up to that dream time and realizing, look at all the things that we can create. And now we're understanding that dream time is our real life. That is who we really are. We're really multidimensional beings, being able to create everything we can at will and be able to climb walls and do crazy things and vehicles disappear. I've had dreams where I've been in a vehicle, and then as soon as I arrived there, the vehicle just simply evaporated. So this is what we're really capable of. We came here to do it the hard way, being mortals and all, and forget that we're immortal, that we're timeless, infinite beings. Se aluishia miniaki lo koria pasoto ikam isoto sepalahana koria koshana palohama ileasa se sorshimiki alakuya koya isose. And today it has been very, very windy and bitter cold. It's been gray, and all of a sudden, just now, this beam of sunlight is filtering through, and that sunlight, that sunset that I got last night was absolutely, it called to me. I was sitting in the room and something said, I need to go see the sunset, because I could see its reflection in the house. And I grabbed my camera immediately because I knew there was a message there. So this sunlight beaming through here now after this cold and windy day is showing me right now another symbol from Source, that fluttering leaf, that we're all free, that we create our own reality, and that we create that idea of the sun beaming through to walk our way and help us each walk through this doorway, that we're illuminating each other's pathways. I just need a sip of my tea here. So I just saw the timestamp 1611-111, so I had to laugh about that and the synchronicity of that, and how right now I was just imagining, or I was just seeing triangles in my mind, and I was hearing the Sirian Lyrian Council. Sona iba ashino ko apu ato kwashna iwa ila isha ni ikwa atu kwashna te awa hamo ono ashna iwa kotesa. Reminding us of to the idea of the pyramid energy, and that even when we sit in the meditation state, we're connecting. We're connecting our own portal of energy. We're creating the circuit when we sit in that state with our legs crossed and our hands touching and heart touching, touching our hearts. We're creating this infinite circuitry. And for a moment there, I was actually seeing and feeling the energy of like Nikola Tesla and free energy, and feeling this free energy spinning, and that how this relates to us, and that we really are free energy. We are free energetic energy beings. Traveling in an extremely sophisticated human vessel that is so smart and so intelligent and so innately connected to source energy that it does not even require you to think about it in order for it to operate. And yet we lose sight of that magic every single day. We do not see the beauty and the perfection in this vessel, this amazing machine that no one else has been able to reproduce, and that yet everyone in the universe is seeking human DNA. We're special. You're special. And our connection to the pyramid energy, the triangle, the trilogy, the trinary of consciousness. I'm hearing now our friends from Shikani of Epsilon, Epiphany, and Eclipse, this trinary energy. And this information coming through the moonlight. And we're coming off of this full moon right now, and I couldn't believe it, but I pulled the full moon card. And not only that, it's got the tree in the center. Once again, we've got that tree, the tree of life. So here we are, and completion. So we have creation and completion. What creation are we completing now? What can we let go in this full moon energy as we approach this magnificent new moon in Sagittarius coming up on the 18th? So what is it that you're completing? What is it you're ready to let go? What is it that we're done with. We're all collectively done with this old way of being, this old way of thinking, this old frequency of destruction, of judgment, of war. We're done with this. We understand. We're here now. The earth needs you. The human collective needs you. The cosmic collective needs you to step up and step out and get that passion burning. Get your dream time manifestations going and start singing your song. Start becoming harmonious within yourselves and start speaking your truth and living in your passion. And you will change your life, and you'll change the life of everything, because you change everything. Like every cog, just like Bashar said, every cog changes everything, just like a Swiss watch, just like a perfect clock. Everything changes everything. So everything you do, it doesn't matter whether it's in your mind or whether it's something you're doing physically, it changes everything. And during this full moon energy, we're asking now, what are we done with? What are we ready to complete as a human collective consciousness? And what am I personally ready to do? How am I ready to step forward in my own passion and harmony to make this completion happen for all of us? To push the energy over, to push it past the threshold where we finally move together onto this new earth in a new awareness, in an awakened state. And this, my friends, is the tsunami. Look at this, the wake-up call. The wake-up call. This is the tsunami that's hitting us. And think about here, even just in the United States, we have had one type of disaster after another, whether it's hurricanes, tsunamis, flooding, tornadoes, fires, earthquakes. And it's not just the United States, it's everywhere. The tsunami's hitting, guys. The energy. This is the energetic tsunami. It's time. This is the time that we've all been writing about, we've all been hearing about, the prophets have been talking about. This is it. We're awakening to our cosmic collective consciousness. So Munisia Parishna. And the next thing that happened to me was I was guided to create, to not even create, this language started coming through to me so rapidly, and it was bold and it was loud. And they said, it's time to be bold and be loud, and we want you to hear us, and we want you to be activated in a new way. So na seto somo oraksha sora sanegaleandoro simali Aquarian bukushna Tedeshe shutting yasonote po alo huemoko satosape iarokushanara sodasapa. One of my deepest connections is with the Sirians and many of the different types of Sirian beings. There's aquatic, there's a myriad, and there's also other beings of other races and civilizations that live in the Sirian star systems. So therefore, we're able to create and contact and connect with multiple beings from other star systems through other star systems. For example, we can connect, the Andromedan energy can be connected and poured through the Sirian portal, for example. And that's just one example. So therefore, I was receiving and feeling this Sirian energy as I spoke of earlier. And as I was creating this as I was finishing this, and I was feeling so emotional, my chakras were energized. I was spinning, literally spinning, and I could just feel my kundalini opening. And I was like, okay, what is happening to me? And these are these real experiences that happen to many of us. So you're not alone. And so as I'm creating this, I'm just as astounded as when someone else looks at it, and because it's flowing through me. And so I was finished with it, and I had already taken a photo of it, and I'm asking, and I'm hearing in my heart space, who is this speaking? What energy is this? And immediately I hear my heart chakra speaking to me. This is the canine equine energy. And I have been for so many years, and this is something I don't even think ever shared. This canine equine horse. And of course I choose Sagittarian as my incarnation here this time, and probably more than once. But I am so deeply connected with this canine equine beingness energy. And I deeply connected with it today. And so even after I had taken the photo, I had written down on the side canine and equine right along the side here. And I was like, are you sure? And they're like, bold and beautiful, yes. And so this actually came from, my understanding was from our canine equestrian hybrid beings from the Sirius star system. And my heart chakra is one of these beings. I've connected with this energy for many, many years now. And who was introduced to me as Emerald Blue. Bleau. Emerald Blue. Me ona kiwa dukia sono iwa koshno elmo asate awani awa yeno kwashana ewa kotaya. So me ora hokushno bari asano iwa korianda somebody ando ko mo hono wakashna. So I'll transmit this energy of this canine and equine being, these service animals to humanity, who give their lives and their hearts and their physical strengths and abilities and telepathic communications with us as humans. They serve us unconditionally as we love them unconditionally. Misoto imbiki asano iwa shno ewi kiano uli asano iwa kone evo suna kuatua. Mohano kua pusha. Kongi asano te emare sinero kuemboko sanaho dokwa. You are all great sovereign beings. As when Emerald Blue came to me, this being was sitting in a huge, beautiful throne, holding a staff of a beautiful emerald blue gem atop, as I see this beauty, this beautiful energy right now. So he sono koyenda sono show hano ko embisa no doyenda kasano iyo kwashano iro kwasana iwa. It is time to step into your own fire, your own passion, your own sovereignty. You create your own harmony. Feel the tsunami of love wash upon you as you feel the support and the love from your guides, your Sirian sisters and brothers. The galactic ambassadors greet you now in honor of this awakening, that you stand now ready to walk through the door, to walk through the portal, to wash the tsunami of love across the planet as has never been felt before. And we are here with you. Hono kuesa no kusia polianda kona buhano kuashna toriawa. to find your heart. Your higher heart is your most important job. To follow the passion of your higher heart is your only job. To discover the perfect love within you is your only work. Breathe in this light, breathe in this love, and breathe it out. In a tsunami of love, of ethers, to the multiverse. I love you. Niato inshan koyan basano ikoas asiana. My youth hokosano taishama alukuamba to ikoa tasono. Sorosomo onso to onshram inkola kenki and kosano to qua bo onso no sawa. Shorokoin gasana teringia sonote awunkoa po ula hami lasanote beya. And your angels and your guides, thank you in this now for being present, for giving the gift of self-love back to yourselves. Let go of all that you wish to complete in your life in this now. Use this energy wisely, clearly, intentionally. And step through the door. Step into the crystal and light that is you. And we are one. Yato Shiva, Kyato Kiyasamate. Mahala. Namaste. Yasoto Kiyashano Kiyawala.